Hello everyone, another Tuesday evening stream. This time in a beautiful, beautiful Rafa McLaren for the start. Quite nice. A little bit of practice and then we jump straight into the race. This is GT3 fixed. Single shoot quali. And then either 5 or 6 laps in the race. This is first time I drive the McLaren on the new tires, I think. But it should be good. This McLaren is revving up incredibly high compared to the RF2 one, which I have driven a lot. So I might keep short shifting the mistake. But anyway. Actually, I could look at Motec a little bit. Not like that. Understeer. Do I have a log? I have a log, but there is no engine power export for this car. Unlucky. Hi Tom. Yes, some cars have... Ooh. Yeah, some cars have the telemetry of the engine power and some don't. And I don't know what the rule is. Anyway, a short single shot quali here. Actually it's quite tight. 4 minutes for outlap, but it's only 5-minute quali. Track is green. Ah, it's loading. Okay. Hello Pierre. Did a test stream yesterday. Nice. Did it go well? Let me try to pull this data into more visible place. Hypercars have them open because the curve... Ah, okay. But Dennis, don't some GT3s also have opened engine sensors here? Or have I remembered wrongly? Hey Joao. Webcam too big and mic volume too low. Well, the classic problems. If so, that's a mistake. Copy. Probably it's a mistake in my head. Joao, that's a good point. Yeah, let me put the cursor on. Let me shuffle things around a little bit. As long as I don't bin it on the outlap and as long as I cross the line before it goes 0, it should be fine. It is high grip then after all. But let me check. So, why is there so little space? Has my camera moved or what? There is so little space on the right. Maybe it should be more like that, I don't know. I will not force the tripod that's kind of hooked around the alu profile into a wrong position now. Let me put it like this, maybe a bit more to the right. And then let me fix the logos. Logi, this is the bronze LMGT3 fixed. with 20 plus splits. I got again tricked by thinking it's the Mulsanne layout, because there is still the visual bug in the schedule. Sounds like a fun race, Pierre. Yeah, bronze like real man. Right, where is my tiny pedal? So we go to tools, we go to vehicle brand editor, we import from LMU REST API, we click save, and we still don't have the logos. What? Well, looks like we will not have the logos today. I don't quite get it. Wait, did I load the wrong thing? Vehicle... It should be vehicle brand editor. I think I did the correct click. Oh, either way. I'm in the McLaren, and you will see cars around me. So... yeah, no hypercars in gold. I saw that Dan is now trying to trick us into, or lure us into going to the advanced series, you know. We are all reluctant to do that. But today I might be forced, like plan A is to go to the WEC experience for the hypercars in the advanced, but if the sign-ups are bad, I will just keep doing this Le Mans fixed, but with different cars. Either way... curb pulled me. Single shot quali, let's go. No crash, no cut. And I've been, instead of sending it into Porsche cars to check the balance, I've been fixing the tiny pedal. Unlucky. Well, no cut, but lost 2 tenths there because of understeer. I've driven this car for the 24-hour of Le Mans in VC in Air Factor 2 a month ago. What a big change here. Like, it's crazy how different the cars are. But still, it's still the McLaren, like, you can feel some similar traits. But this here just drives so much better. Yeah, I'm revving it to max, but I don't know if that's actually good. Should be. By default, ABS is so 6. And I did put brake bias a bit more to the rear. I think for the Porsche curve entries I'll put it to 9. I don't want to die yet. That's slowest entry I ever done in Mulsanne hairpin. Still no cut, still alive, that's the most important. And can I do a video on setting up Motec? I mean I could, but check out Michi Hoyer, he has done very like thorough or very deep video on it, exactly what to click. Uh-oh, my sound is gone. My sound is completely gone, I hope you guys can still hear me. Can you guys just double check, like just write if you can still hear me? You can hear. Yeah, I cannot hear anything. I have checked the battery in the headset before, and it was at 90%, so no idea what happened. Sound is balanced. Yeah, I hear absolutely zero. Let me just survive this. I did forget to put ABS to 9, but oh well, it's a lap time. It's not a great lap time, but come on. It's on. What's the problem? $85, no, still nothing. Well, I take 6 laps just in case. Let me try to do something. No, Windows source is fine, like it's still on the headset. Okay. Think. Okay, I can hear myself now through the feedback loop. I cannot restart game because race starts in 30 seconds. But I think I'm fine. I pulled the connector, like the Wi-Fi receiver for the headset, and plugged it back in. So tires are fine. Well, fuel is fine, tires are fine. 20 minutes, so it should be 5 or 6 laps, so yeah, I hear the engine. I mean, I don't hear the engine, but I will hear it now. Yes. That was scary. Yeah, I don't know, like, I hope you can still hear me now. I hope OBS hasn't screwed up something. But I just, like, suddenly the headset just went off. I have it plugged into a USB hub, but like I need an USB hub. I have a quite, well, relatively expensive one with external power source, and I have like 8 things plugged into there because there is too much stuff I have that needs to be plugged in. Oof, okay. The only problem remaining now is that the virtual mirror is having the squeeze bug again, like it's squeezed together. Okay, so this is now 2 ACC guys in P1 and P2, and I don't want to get eaten alive by them. Thank you, Rodrigo. I'm from Slovenia, so I do have a bit of a Slavic accent for sure. Well, with some words, if the word includes an R sound, then it's I don't know how to pronounce it in English way. But otherwise, well, I'm trying. Here we go. Green, green, green. I need the slipstream. I'm gonna eat the track limit. I look like Team Guys, really? I'm gonna check it later. Okay, defended P3 at the start. Back into the toe. Where is that Corvette going? I mean, I messed up the chicane a bit, but it's quite some straight line speed. I gifted him some speed. So if this is anything like it's been in RF2, then the BMW will absolutely disappear through Porsche curves. But not sure about the Corvette. Yeah, the McLaren struggled the most in high speed. So let's see. Okay, the downforce is not too bad. Let me eat another cut. But let that be maybe the last one. I don't want to risk. Maybe there is a bit extra downforce on the McLaren, so it's a bit slow in the straights. Ay, 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 ay. No, it's still the McLaren. So how it's been in RF2, it was very snappy on the entries and crazy understeer on the exits. Now with slip angles tightened in LMU, it's better, but you know what, ABS to 9, a bit more TC. Unfortunately, I don't have a diff or ARB adjustment. I don't know. And that's how you lose 2 seconds in a couple of corners. Anyway, still alive. Could have been DNS after the sound USB issue. Yeah, the netcode is... it's for sure one of the top reasons why to race in this game. Well then, I will let P1 and P2 battle side by side through Indy King. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I broke 5 meters later than previous lap. On previous lap I had way too little speed into apex, and now I overshot it. Maybe it's the ABS. But what am I complaining about? I didn't do any practice, so I shouldn't complain. I should just survive. What's that sound from the Lambo? Sounded like a hamster was stuck in its gearbox or something, instead of the V10. It just has this weird moment on late exit where the front suddenly just disappears. In R Factor 2 I've been calling this car like an overpowered Honda Civic Type R. Yeah, it needs a late downshift. Or no downshift at all. Hi Liminal. Yeah, the McLaren is just... I don't know, like for VC in RF2 we've tried so hard to make it drivable, but in the end it was just like a big compromise. Compromise between well, exit understeer and entry oversteer. And the compromise was not really well drivable. But there was no good setup for the car. Here in LMU it's, well, it's significantly better, but yeah. Struggling. I mean, in LMU now there is this general thing with the downshift having quite a big effect on the rear snappiness. If you're near the limit and you downshift, you have a great chance of just completely losing the rear, regardless of the car. Ah, there we go. Less ABS for the hairpin. A Ferrari is for sure probably the fastest car for the time being, before it gets, I don't know, plus 10 or plus 15 kilos with the next update. But I'm not really a Ferrari fan in the game. It's not really that deadly through Indy King. He doesn't like the curbs. But you know we're close to 3-minute lap times. Maybe there is a reason that it's not a popular pick. But supposedly the BOP is fine, so... Without that deadly understeer when you go to full throttle, it would be instantly gaining quite a bit of lap time. ABS 8, yeah, I'll try that. No point defending here. That's a sideways BMW. Tricked me into getting a cut. Well, I would like to learn from somebody who knows how to drive the McLaren. Yeah, the ABS just keeps ABSing me. Maybe we did it at like 5. Uh-oh. That outside lane through Indy King is so good for some reason. Hi Jim. Well, I did some McLaren races in the past before the tire update. And I thought I had it figured out, but I mean this is fixed setup, so... I mean, the McLaren is really good mid-corner, but as long as most of the corner consists of the entry and exit, then it's in trouble. So it's gonna be one more lap. We're so slow, like, I mean, I thought that 356s or 57s are possible. Though we have been battling, I mean P1, P2 have been battling a lot as well, so... That was not a cut. How is that possible? Come on, Slipstream. Work, please. About coaching lessons, I have considered, but we have had more important goals with Rafa esports team for now. And I didn't really have much time and energy remaining to actually coach. Right, well, let's try to get the podium. Yeah, the ABS, I've been keeping it on 5, and if you're not really fully on the limit, it's not really that much of a difference between like 8 and 5. Alright, that's a good toe. I'm gonna put it on 9. Oi. Well, somehow P3. How did we survive that? I was like fully sideways. Sent it a bit too hard, but no contact. Ah, that curb is not good. And across the line. I think if I didn't drive like a noob, I would be able to battle with barrier in P2. Although last time I went wheel to wheel with him, I ended up in a barrier. Alright. Well, the Corvette was very decent here. That straight line performance was crazy. But it's also good in corners if you can keep it stable. Right, Yeah, I want to show the replay, but I need to now quickly figure something out. I will load the replay if I figure it out. I have time. But let's see now. Daily. How many people have registered for this? 9. Yeah, this is supposedly broken with SR. So yeah, I was thinking I rather keep doing the Le Mans GT3 fixed than just doing this for the sake of doing it. But somehow people are reluctant to do this. WEC experience, which is now in the advanced. So you need to be gold safety rating, but this is bugged here, so it doesn't show the correct ratings. I mean, then I'm gonna quickly register for this one. Hello? Why did it throw me out? Register, and now I will take the Rafa Lambo. Thank you very much. So I have 1.5 minutes to quickly load the replay, if it's gonna load that quickly. Why is this esports line in the middle of Mulsanne, and what advantage does it gain? So basically Mulsanne straight is like that. Like it drops to the sides. So if you drive a hypercar with optimized suspension, you will be grounding like crazy over the middle. In case you go for like low and stiff. And then esports line will for sure not be in the middle of Mulsanne. But it effectively lowers the ride height a bit and potentially gains you a little bit of speed. But I couldn't really notice that, to be honest. What a weird overtake, like I sent it in, the rear snapped, I corrected it. Come on. I scared him. I think I scared him a little bit when my front right tire became visible. So he went here and then just outbroke. I mean, I didn't want to squeeze him, but then I realized at this point he's kind of running off the road. Well, nowadays they would say that I was on the racing lane anyway, so I can push everybody off track. But alright, one more time. Okay. Wrong click. And straight into the Lambo. So, I mean, it is kind of a pun because, like, it's not a pun that I made, but like the game made the pun because 1 week ago we went into the last corner wheel to wheel with the barrier, like the Valentin barrier guy, and he turned in on me and spun me around, and I went into the barrier. Like, first into the barrier and then into like a barrier. I don't know. And about graphics, I have the special effects, or like the post-processing I have on medium, and other stuff is like medium high, but shadows are off. But even if they are off, there is still some shadows. So I have a little bit of shadow blur that I can show later. I just need to figure out how to drive the Lambo now. Always a little bit less pedal force. But these races are just jump straight from one to another, so not much time between. Yeah, I think I need to actually exit the server in order to show the graphics. I want to show or look a little bit at the livery. Okay, maybe on Mulsanne. I need this corner to practice. It's so funny compared to the McLaren. McLaren immediately snaps, but Lambo gives you like a sense of security, so you send it hard into the corner. Oh, it turns so much better. Crazy. Yeah, it gives you a bit sense of security, but then if you overdo it, it snaps on you. But the McLaren just immediately kills you. That's a nice car. What's that sound? Anyway. Yeah, I said that it sounds like a hamster is stuck in a transmission, but actually it sounds like you have this roof kind of... what's it called? You know, on the road car there are these things on the roof that help you hold down the... like... what is it called? Like luggage stuff. Italian bearing. Copy. Right, please no headset USB unplug this time. I don't want to deal with that in my Quali lap again. Roof rack, yeah, roof rack. I never in my life spoke or like thought of carrying luggage on the roof of the car in English. Track limits. Ah, because I touched the white line on the right side. Now I have McLaren muscle memory. And I need to unlearn it. Oh, the rotation is just so much better. Need to keep it in my mind, not to crash. Yeah, like the whistle, it's not from behind, like it's kind of from ahead. It's funny that there is different external sound from behind and from ahead. Never noticed that. But the Lambo really sounds special if you're like watching from trackside camera and it drives past you. Like the sound in game is like absolutely crazy. How they managed to do it this good for this car. Unlucky Rob. It's still a bit unstable, but in a very different way than the McLaren, so I hope my brain accepts. The engine sounds go mute, exactly that. Oh, he's good on the brakes. I hope it's stable through the Indy. Ah, it's alright. the rotation compared to the McLaren is just unbelievable. And this fixed setup ride heights are always so high up that you can just take that curb. Faster than the speed of sound, I mean... I guess if you actually have a camera ahead of a car that goes 300, it will sound different than what you would expect. Alright then. Quali, here we go. That was alright. Oh, I want to drive a V10 in real life one day. Or an inline 5 is gonna do it as well. It's actually really good on brakes, this Lambo. I'm just scared braking later than with the McLaren. Oh, the old RSR indeed. I mean, it was crazy even with GT4s. Last year when I was at Spa 24, there was this support GT4 series, and the Cayman GT4s were just extremely loud. It was insane. Now this car stops. Like, you can brake 20 meters later than with the McLaren. I hope it will prove that it was not a skill issue previous race, but that actually the McLaren is off pace. Let's see. Yeah, Jake, I don't know, like I've never really tested it. I think with these ride heights it doesn't really make any difference, but I don't know why it would be faster. I mean, I see reasons why it could be, but like I wouldn't actually double check. Come on. Okay, the front is a bit worse than with the McLaren in long corners. jumps over the sausage as well. Okay. A bit faster than before, but still gonna be P3 on the grid. Trying to slipstream P1 and P2. Okay. That's fine. I mean, surely there's a second of lap time in this, like it's... or even more. Imagine you have to choose a hypercar for a championship with a new bop. I mean... there is not really a great new bop for the hypercars, you know. It's... it could all change in 2 weeks. With V1.0 LMU coming out. But if I had to choose now, and if I knew nothing's gonna change, probably I'm sticking to the Peugeot. I just like it, I have good setups for it, I understand it. Some tracks you just have to survive. Some tracks it's really good. Yeah, I mean the Corvette has never been that bad. Oops. Daniela, I don't know. Probably. Like, the way that stuff still needs to be fixed in LMU. I hope they don't spend too much time looking into hypercar tires yet. Also, I would appreciate not having to do a new setup overall, like complete new setup for... Van der Velde, he fuels for 5 and he's gonna slow down. Well... Copy. Yeah, for VMS Pro I don't want to develop a new setup mid-season, so I hope they figure the hypercars out at some later date. Yeah, Isota has been really quick somehow. I've heard about it. I mean, all the... like Isota is LMH, right? Yeah. All the LMH cars suddenly became really good. It was funny for VMS Season 1, like everybody, almost everybody chose LMDH, but nothing really changed dramatically as far as anybody is concerned, except if there was some big change hidden from us. But like now the LMH cars are getting properly nerfed and they're still picked over LMDHs, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Daniela, that's probably true. Okay then. I need to let him go for the tow. speed of that BMW in the straight. What is that? Nah. Unlucky. That BMW was going for P1. What a drag race. I sensed his weakness. Ah. Brain fart to choose the wrong side. Why are those cars so quick on the straight? Like, what is that BMW doing? It's just a rocket ship. It's a bronze race, of course, I'm gonna go 3 wide. Ooh. Oh, that's crazy. Out of the lead goes the Corvette. Come on, go side by side, so I can get a good draft. Cannot afford them working together on the straights. I mean, BMW has been like that in the GT3 Fixed Championship as well. It's just disappearing out of the corners. Wow. Nice bollard. Ah, Ferrari rip. I see. Even with a toe, I have no chance against the BMW. Round outside. Nope. Ooh. He sent it. Luckily I backed out of it, that would not be great. I just need him now to be quick as barrier to stay in the fight. Alternatively, I go for it. Nah. I don't know the car enough. Come on, it just like... I mean, in that aspect it's same as McLaren. At some point the front just completely give up. Although it's a very hot track, so makes sense. 48. But the tires are not that hot. Yeah, no chance to stay with the BMWs. I mean, I'll do one more of this after this, before the championship fixed race. Might try the Lexus as well. I'm just reluctant to go BMW at this point, even though it's a great car. And now the issue is that probably Barrier has a bit of pace advantage over Castorino. But Castorino will stay in draft. Ah, Daniela, that's great thoughts from you, right? Good news. It's quite a breakthrough tire. I mean, it still has issues, but it's getting there. BMW OP, yeah. I mean, again, it's fixed setup, but the BOP is kind of done according to the fixed setups. Oh well. Let's see how Qatar goes today in the championship. Oh, battle going on. Let's go. That was a bit messed up. At least it's been a clean lap. How late can I brake in this thing? Keeps surprising me. But no way to close up. Oh, or close in on P1 and P2. Oh, he had to slow down, or like had to slow down to avoid a penalty, I guess. Alright. Slipstream. BMW propaganda has returned. It's never left. Interesting. Yeah, Rapid depends on the long run, but it also depends on the track temp. If the track is hot, then the cars that destroy tires lose speed quite soon. Or vice versa. I hope Lexus will not struggle too much in the night of Qatar today. I think it's gonna be a night race. Because at Spa it really lost significant pace when the night fell compared to the Porsches. Turning while ABSing. GG. Is it on 9? Yeah, I kept it on 9. Here comes the OP car. As it overtakes my skill issue. It just goes like, I don't know, like what is this? Maybe it's just the setup. Typically the BMW got away with lower rear wings. Guess we're going wheel to wheel. Nope, Lambo brakes, OP. And into the last lap. Flat out. So what does the delta say if I stay in the middle? Well, I don't know what my reference is, to be honest, so... Well, the temp window, like above 70 it should be good already, and then towards high 90s it should start struggling quite a bit, I think. Ah, that was not best. Ay, ay, ay. Ah. So my mind process was that maybe the balanced is better than understeer, and that maybe it activates a bit too quick if it's on max in certain... well, max in balance or max in understeer. So I went not to 6 but to 5, but it was just lock up like crazy. And I kept it at 5, of course. Unlucky. No, I would have stayed ahead if I nailed the Mulsanne hairpin, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean, there is no point in side drafting. The BMW just goes like crazy. One last send. Okay, I didn't expect him to break that early. It's a podium. That's fine. Fun race. If I brake just a little bit earlier into the last chicane, maybe I could kind of try to sell a dummy into the last two corners. Well, but usually any attempt into there ends up in a crash, so... He finished on 0 energy, okay. Well calculated. I mean, is there anything I can even check here? I have 2 minutes to sign up. Like, just he's on board. Fast forwarded from here. But the Corvette goes really well as well on the straights, like... Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Actually, I want to see what Tinko did. Thank you, Kamal. So I have a minute to register. Right, he spun here. Ooh. What? Wow, okay. I mean, it's an anti-cut, right? It did its job. Online, come on. Online. Click, load. I cannot click. Oh, I don't have the... Huh? No. Come on. I cannot register like this. LMU. Why are you like that? Yeah, I don't have time to restart, you know. It's already over. Cannot register. It's logged, copy. Yeah, it's already too late. Unlucky. Well, what can we do then? I have the race in 40 minutes. So I think there is absolutely nothing I can do till then, apart from quickly checking. Come on, let me just do one run with the BMW offline at Le Mans. Just a lap to see the balance. Le Mans. We had warmers. We had high grip. It was quite hot. Right, let's just quickly check. And then compare the Mulsanne straight top speed traces. Yeah, if I instantly restarted the game, it would have loaded just in time for a quick registration, like within a couple of seconds, but I thought it's gonna come back. Right, so I did start on like around this. I mean, there has been bugs like that forever, when the race control suddenly lost the connection with the game. What model of steering wheel I'm using? So this is Grid Engineering Porsche 911 RSR replica. Really, Christos, that's crazy. I haven't had it for half a year. I think I last had it when GT3s were released, and then there were too many people in the system. And then it was doing bugs like that, but yeah. Where to shift in this car? I guess quite early. Is that a usable 6th gear on the BMW? That's quite something. Right, that's all that I needed. Actually, let me maybe just do until Indianapolis to have the speed traces and then just quickly compare the top speeds. And then I'll just go to Qatar. But yeah, Lexus at Qatar is alright, I think. I did some laps on open setup. I just loaded my SPA setup and added a bit of rear wing. And checked it out, and it was fine. I mean, it's a new track kind of, so we are all still learning the limits. But I hope it's gonna be fine. Though again, it will be a night race, I think. So cars that hit up the tires more will have an advantage for sure. Let's see. Good afternoon, Walton. Tommy, how much top speed do you gain if you drive on the middle of the road? Yeah, Walton, I noticed the hypercars were going quite a lot faster than LMU hypercars as well, so I'm not fully sure what to say about it. I think it needs to be worked on. Really, Tommy? 3 kph for 1. Okay. Right, let me quickly load this and this and this. And maybe... Where is my... Does this work? Kind of. But it's a bit broken. Ah, there we go. Right, so let me do this. Lap 5. I mean, I would need like clean laps, but maybe I can check as it is. It's a bit off sync. Nah, it's gonna be hard to find actual non-slipstream lap. And then again, the white is the BMW now, and it's lap 1, so it's gonna be less pressures and it's gonna be more rolling resistance. Now I would need to do a better test. Ferrari hypercar? Yeah, I saw Ferrari hypercar top speed trace like 350 or even 360, so I thought that there is something wrong somewhere. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna jump into Qatar, do some laps. Maybe I can just quickly check if the standings is... Ooh! Standings has been fixed. Look at that. That's nice. I checked before and it was not fixed yet. Well, P1 is P1 because he's already done extra race, but... Timothy is leading because he got P... Wait, he got P3 and P1, and I got a P1 and P4. Something like that. This is a bit broken, no? Where is everybody else? A lot of people missing from there. I don't know. Yeah, nothing changes if I click overall or driver rank. Absolutely the same. There are so many people missing from the list. Yes, Sven and Tommy, no round 2 results. And Dan Watts was on the track as well here for round 2. So some people had it added, some not. Oh well. One day. Yeah, Ford logo, we have done quite a bit of joking about it, but I hope they will at some point rescale and properly fit it. I mean, it's kind of correct. Like it's a really huge car, right? So even the logo has to be big. Anyway, join practice and let's do some Qatar. Yeah, I went on YouTube and found some hot laps around Qatar and got my head blown by the track limits, or like how people are using the track limits. So I have learned and found quite some lap time. The fuel ratio is too high, way too high. I think this should be it. Okay. Unlucky Tommy. Track kind of looks like wet, kind of dry and a bit wet, but I guess it's just visual. I find it nice here at Qatar, textures, like when you have these weird gravel traps, it's so easy to go wide, and there is actually like painted gravel on the tarmac on most of these exits. And it's cold tires, yeah. Where is my G-Sync? And G-Sync is dead. Great. Shame that I couldn't do another Le Mans race. I really wanted to try either the Lexus or straight for the BMW. But anyway, I for sure need some laps more here to get up to speed. Just will not be as fun as Le Mans in the race session. But these curbs are like, they're so aggressive, they really rattle the steering wheel. This one not. But this one on the apex here, and this one on the yeah. Fantastic. Come on. Yeah, cold tires. Colin, there is some corners where I keep forgetting every time. Like this corner I keep forgetting always. I find myself downshifting to second and then back up to third and fourth instantly as I figure out it's not the sector 2 but the sector 3. A Qatar short, I'm not driven it yet, but I saw that it's really inviting. So I'm kind of sad that they didn't pick it for this series. Like we had Kota short or like national, but they then went for the full Qatar. I mean, Cat, that's possible, right? I think it's available. or if it's not, it should be available with some modding. I think there was a mod. Yeah, but this layout is kind of questionable. Some corners are good, but some corners are just like, what happened there? Like, why? And then for multi-class endurance, you kind of have this triple fast right. Like, why would you do corner like this? Like, what's the point? And then you need to cut across the apex a bit. There is this stupid gravel on the exit, and then it's even slower one on the exit. And it's no way to overtake slower class cars, or maybe some as I go into second gear again. But sometimes you can make a move, kind of, but it's very risky. This last corner is good, it's very opened. And the first and second are pretty brilliant. But no, I mean, for hot lapping it's nice. Just the track limits are a bit pain in the ass. Gonna take forever to get tires up to temp. But this is brilliant. Turn 1, and then turn 2 is quite nice. Just that gravel is really annoying, but alright. And this straight is good, but then like, why would you do this now? Like, why would you make two 90-degree right corners like this? Like, what's the point? It just feels so annoying. This hairpin is alright. And then this section here is kind of fun as well, but you're spending most of the time off track on the curbs. But this section here, it's really made for high downforce cars. In GT3s it's a bit annoying. And then in the LMU hypercars it's annoying as well, because how the tires operate. But when they fix it, it's gonna be fun, I hope. And then not sure if I'm alone in this, but like this color is making me a bit kind of depressed. I don't know why. The combination of the color scheme, like the green of Rolex and then the red and then this weird blue, it's, I don't know. This building is nice. I was trying to make a screenshot. Actually, I did a screenshot of it for the thumbnail, right? But yeah, in the night it's just such a fun track to look at, mostly. But my tires are not having fun. Not 70 after 3 laps. And then we will be spending every lap like 2 or 3 times on a green cut that is hopefully every time gonna go away without a lift. Like this. And another one. Understeer. LMP1 around here, oh yes. Well, that gravel kind of is grippy enough that you can dip a tire into it. Yeah, let's see if they make some GTE fixed around here at some point. Although I would like the new tires on GT3s as well, or on GTEs as well. I appreciate these tires more and more. And you really need ABS 9 around here. At least that's good. Lack of like a proper hairpin. It's always kind of opened up a bit, which is nice. And then you need ABS 9 for stability. Leiden already in the 57s. That's not gonna be easy. But let's try to nail a lap now. The tires are kind of hot. But Leiden did it with colder tires. Rotate. I hope Leiden is on lower fuel ratio, but probably he isn't. $57.2 for him. That's the most I can abuse the track limits. Yeah, that second to first to third gear upshift does weird things in the last corner. Yeah, I need my BMW is OP support group through this race here. Oh, that's an orange cut. Copy. Thank you, penicillin. Yeah, like there is this... well... like setup shop, like there are these setup shop hot laps for GT3s on YouTube, on open setups, and they are like low 56 or like 55 high, but that's like in the best possible conditions with the craziest outlap tire prep. But now we're here on race fuel in the night on colder track with fixed setup. And Leiden is already doing 56? I don't know, like I hope that's low fuel for him. No way to find out, apart, like, unless he tells me. But that is depressing. I don't know. Anyway. I will take a very quick break. Be back in 5. And for the time being I'll put my camera on Leiden. Okay, let me first load the cars. Well, that's taking long. I will let you watch a little bit of what? Oh, that was a replay glitch or something. I will let you watch a little bit of BMW. Still on cold tires, but I'll be back in his 2 or 3 laps. Alright, so how is the BMW? 59, 57, 57, 56. Why is it not... Come on. These lap times look very depressing. Anyway. Hi Bonnie. So I normally go to wheels and brakes and I do like one right click, which is like 10 clicks. That's for Lexus. And for some cars, I think on the McLaren, yeah, I think McLaren at Interlagos even went like down to 75% or 80% because it never really needed any more pedal force than that, even when braking fully straight. And I think if you just go max 100%, it's gonna always go deep into ABS, and then you will just have a little bit of, I mean, a little bit of this, if I can quickly show in Motec. Already. Tires. Temps. Like you see here. I brake in a straight line. Before even turning in, front right is just slowly going from 53 to 69, and then I properly turn in, front left hits up, and front right starts cooling, but like there is a lot of heat going into the tire. Maybe I can find something more of a hairpin. Yeah, like here, like front right, just heating up way too much. Just because I mean, it's not too much. It's not a big deal, but if you go just full input, full brake pedal, you're gonna have higher tire temps, which is not too bad if it's night and you are below the tire window, and that's a way to kind of heat up the tires. But anyway, so we have 7 minutes and a half to go. How certain turns drivers just brake bias? Yeah, typically you do... It's difficult with brake bias and ABS. If you have ABS, then you typically just leave brake bias alone and adjust ABS a bit, and then for hairpins you go a bit less on the ABS to allow a bit more rotation, because you don't need the stability of high-speed entry. Yeah, Light the Fairy, I really hope that's the case, because I don't want to race against cars that are a second per lap faster. Well, cars or drivers. But I wouldn't say I'm a second of pace. Well, hopefully I'm not. 57s in race trimmer possible. I mean, that's what I did after tires were up to temp. Yeah, Bonnie, like, if it's hot track and you have high temps, then that's certainly a source of improvement, or like of decreasing of tire temps, to be less aggressive with brakes. But here it's very cold, 20 Celsius track temp, so I'm thinking what to do. Yeah, but the Lexus on 9 ABS, it does overheat the fronts, and it does go fully straight if you apply too much brakes. But if you go to 6, I mean, let me try going to 6. Which still keeps the same ABS threshold, but it makes it... Now, how is it? I think on average the threshold is the same, but compared to understeer, it allows for a bit more rear rotation here on balanced. Yeah, Timo, I don't know. I mean, we don't need too many golds. Especially if they have fast cars. I'm fearing the Porsche. There is a Porsche that was just super fast at Bahrain. Actually, a Porsche got the pole position at Kota, right? Yeah, penicillin like that. So I'm gonna see what tires are struggling the most with the temperatures. But there you go, hot tires versus cold tires. And here I go, forgetting what corner I'm at. Maybe I was not alone in forgetting. Yeah, here if I now with 6 fully loaded brakes, it's kind of not gonna go fully straight. Maybe I'm just gonna keep 6 ABS. For corners like this, it's nice to have a bit extra support, but it's stable. 6 is fine. Yeah, I'm thinking of how to get the tire temps up right. Let's just try 4. Yeah, no. Too much locking up. It would work on hot tires. If I ever had hot tires. Right, 3 minutes. I wonder how Quali will look like, because we have limited tire sets. We have 6 tires for Quali and race. Right, maybe a quick check. 45-minute race. And we will be doing one... what we'll be doing? 58 probably on average. So that's 118. 23 laps. Can it be 24 laps? Nope. 23 times 3.88. I'm gonna start on 90 or 91% of virtual energy. I mean, we have quite an entry list here. Wait, what? Ah. I'm still confused. What is this driver rank and then everyone? Like, why I'm not here? Timothy with S3? When did Timothy lose gold? Dear Timo. Ah, Hoban is in the Porsche. That's gonna be easy win for him. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see how the tire temps are. RIP Timo. I've not checked my gains or losses from 2P3s from the previous 2 races, but anyway, joining the server here now. 50%, very painful. Aked, I think Porsche will be doing really well in the night. It produces really good rear temps, keeps them higher than other cars, and that's very useful in the night. At least it was like that in the Spa 2.4 race. And I'm not looking too much forward to that. But to be fair, the Porsche in round 1 was good in quali, but then absolutely died. At Bahrain it lost a bit of pace as well, but didn't die too much. What to do with fuel here? I need a lot of outlaps. Or... I mean, the longer I drive, the better the temps will be, but I need my tires for the race still. So maybe I'll just... I don't even know what strat with fuel to take here. So yeah, supposedly in practice now we have unlimited sets. So I will just see what happens if I go full crazy now. Yep, Timo, it's outstanding. I mean, yeah, obviously you can easily lose it, much more easily than on older tires. But yeah, it's a shame that it's still missing the graining and stuff like that, because that's why people in real life don't go full crazy on tires to get temps up, because then you would just absolutely grain the tire. And that's something that still needs to be implemented here. And I hope it's gonna be done sooner rather than later. Till then, this is supposedly a good way to heat up the tire now and then. But you see that the wear is much crazier than what it is when I do this on Peugeot Hypercar. And the temperatures don't shoot up that much. So it's not that good. Also the tire wear is much more exponential or something. Same bug in iRacing, copy. Yeah, more grip transfer to the rear, I don't know either, Timo. Yeah, brake temp transfer and blisters. Like ACC has it really well done, but then they have tire model made out of wood without the rubber, so... Is this second gear? Yeah, I think it's saying second or third. TC just activates too much. Timothy going for the esports quali strat. 2 perfect spins, 360s in sector 3. And off you go to a purple, purple, purple. Okay. 10-minute quali. Shame we only have 6 tires. I think I'm gonna limit myself to 5 laps. I mean, it's a long lap anyway, so I might as well just go out. Lentes with a stop go already. The first world problems of having the last garage. But you can really feel the slip curve now, like if you go full input, you really go straight because the slip is so big on the front that it really drops off the grip. So Bahrain was quite bad for this car, I think. Was it P10 on the grid, I think. I hope it's gonna be a bit better this time. Temperatures are not where they should be, but anyway, off we go. Let's fix the brake bias and ABS. Yeah, Mike, 100%. So will it be a 57? Not even close. Not enough tire warming. Two seconds. What? Okay. Well, that's not the best. Maybe I can gain 3 more tenths. The tires are so cold. This exit understeer is just unbelievable. I cannot. Dear Lexus. Yeah, I mean, right side tires are just completely out of the window. I don't know what to do about it. Like, let me try one more. Hopefully the spin gave me some temperature. not gonna even be a position. I don't know, like there is no more pace. Okay, 3/4 if I export it much harder, but 1.2, 1.15, I don't know. Yeah. RIP. Well, it's better than at Bahrain, and P9 is 8/10 of pace, of my pace, so I will probably not lose positions, but where are the other Lexuses? P24, P18, I don't know. I know that the issue is that the Lexus is a bit more gentle on the tires, or like more balanced, and then you just have no chance. It doesn't hit up the tire, you get no grip, you stay out of the window, or you just overslide the car and wear the tires. And anyway, I'm gonna take new ones on the left side. That's all that we have available. I will decrease this pedal force. Maybe I keep it on 6 for the ABS. Yeah, let's see what happens from here. Yeah, I don't know about Bob. I won round 1 here, and Lexus, like it was Kota National, so like shorter Kota that cuts off sector 2, and I got Quali P5 there, and then I just overtook everyone and won. At Bahrain, Quali was terrible, P10, drove up to P3, did a mistake, lost P3, and then got P4. Now here, I don't know, like, let's hope that it's just a Quali issue, and maybe in the race I'll be better off, but let's see. And also, well, we've done the Spa race, right? Some days ago. And the Lexus was good there, but it was open setup. Like, I was... Like, actually, Kamal in Lexus did pole position. I messed up a little bit and got P4 or so. Yeah, I think I was P4 on the grid. And then, yeah, Lexus had great pace there. And then the night fell, temperatures dropped, and Lexus absolutely died. So again, hard to say about BOP, because BOP, like, in which conditions? The conditions changed the BOP so dramatically. Anyway. Here we go. That's a start. Uh-oh. That was quite something. Alright. 3 wide through those corners. Luckily people either spun out or gave up on the battle. But there was a bit of lagging again at the start. I don't know what's going on there. It was laggy like that at round 1 at Kota already. It was difficult to race. Well, tire warm-up is not an issue now. Pace feels good. Track limit? Okay. Copy. I do have a little bit of a skill issue through this triple fast ride. Oh yeah, different manufacturers. Yeah, I mean, BOP overall is, I guess, again, solid. Although people didn't really think much of BOP when choosing cars for this championship. I'm gonna go 9 ABS, I'm scared of the rears and they're wearing a bit faster. Timo and Tommy in the lead. They will just drive off into the distance. I hope I can have a chance for P3, but let's see how the Lambo and Porsche behave. The Lexus is super strong through this section. This curb is evil. Not a cut. $57.8. Okay. The Ferrari behind has quite good pace as well. Bit of a battle brewing up ahead, I think, and I will need a little bit of side-by-side from them. So I am not low on VE, it's just that we didn't need whole tank of VE for this race. So some people decrease the fuel ratio, some people decrease VE. closing in, or rather Ciclari is dropping a bit. I mean, I was faster than Leiden now. But yeah, this is indeed the track where the caddies finally buried their chances from P1, P2 on a restart. They keep taking this shallow line there. It's interesting. Feels like one just has to be on-off throttle in these high-speed corners. As soon as I try starting to apply any throttle, I'm just gonna understeer off into that gravel trap. Oh, pace is good compared to the leaders. That's interesting. I'm too early on throttle. The jacket keeps the temperatures down, but the issue is if the temperatures never really reach the operating window. And there was a Ferrari behind who crashed. Ah, the one that's now in the garage. RIP. If this was a day race, then with boiling track, this would be such a nice track for this car. but it's always a night race. So Leiden is dropping off a bit now. Was that a mistake? Well, I dropped the most this lap. I just hope they will at some point all start losing the rear like at Kota. But probably not. Not the track limit, interesting. Instead of I'm losing the front, I would say the fixed setup is understeer. Or track is cold. Or I'm just overdriving the fronts, but I need to overdrive the fronts to keep them in the temperature. Yeah, Nick, it's part of track is really good, part of track is quite boring. Some corners are very annoying. Although the corners that I complain the most about, the Lexus is the best at, so... Like these two here, I can just carry so much speed. Leiden is in trouble. Hey, Just King. Quite a track limit fest as well. Yeah, Dan, that makes the best explanation. Some corners are just so strange. proper cars. But it's alright. Like this first into second is just so brilliantly designed. Really nice. And the last corner as well opened up. Where are you going, Kevin? How didn't he lose more time? If it just had a little bit more rotation from the rear, I could carry a bit more speed. But now I just wait forever on the exits. Mixed up two corners now. Waited for a sharper apex. Hi Fabio, no, I'm using the vehicle set. Kamal, I would say it's Kevin, but well, at the same time, Timothée in the lead is doing well in the same car. But the BMW is dropping as well. We're gonna catch it eventually. Yeah, I mean it's fixed setup, so I don't even know what's the key. But it rotates well when on brakes. So yeah, you kind of have to just induce as much rotation on the entry as you can. And then just wait. And I'm not really doing a good job at it. At least I'm somewhat consistent. But at the moment consistently slow compared to the two cars ahead. Uh-oh, that was a lapped Ferrari. Thought for a moment it was Timo from the lead. The big fighting coming ahead anyway. Timothy into 57s. Dear grip. I knew I was gonna go into gravel, I just couldn't be bothered. This understeer is annoying on the exits. But entries are really good. Getting spicy. And Porsche is a bit slow on straights, right? Perhaps. Uh-oh. No, no, no. Like, I don't know. I thought he was stopped. I thought he was sliding to the right and that the movement was stopped. Like I was sure enough about it. But I just said, okay, I can go on the left. Suddenly he started to roll front a bit. Ah, come on. That's fully avoidable on my side. I'm disappointed. Well, steering is a bit off. Let's see the pace. Ah, that's underwhelming. It was about to be a great fight, but now it's just... yeah. Let's see, maybe Leiden and Huben do something like that as well. Maybe my tire temps are now finally in the window with some extra toe or camber or whatever I have now on the car. I mean, it drives well, it's just broken. And I would prefer it if the wheel was pointing straighter. I'm losing, what, 400s on the straight. Who's that? Not any one of the useful cars for the spinning. This is not pleasant to drive now. It's quite broken. Now I need to learn. Because I still have kind of that RF2 mindset that a small bonk like that is not gonna do anything. Or even if you get a bit broken car, it's not a big deal at all. But LMU is different. Well, thank you guys for watching. See you next time, and so on. Well, I'm gonna drive till the end anyway, but the chance of a podium is less than 1% here. It will be a bit of a fight for P4 though. Kevin will be on my rear instantly. So unfortunate. Wonder if it was like a failure to lock brakes situation, but I mean with the ABS sometimes you can just squeeze the brakes as much as you want, but it's still gonna keep rolling. Hope I can hold on for P5 even. I can't be bothered. How many cuts I have? Still quite a bit. I don't have the gap to P6 to defend here like that. Dangerously close to the cut limit. So it's the last lap, right? Must be. Kevin! Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Well, salvaged the P4. Although it could have been quite a nice fight for P2, but in the end even Huben did not get Leiden, so... If Huben did not get Leiden, then probably Leiden would not get Huben. Sorry, what? Then myself would not get Huben, that's what I wanted to say, so... Would be maybe just a big train for P2. But this was some extra carnage. I mean, the car was not that broken, but when you are like on the edge of stability, even without a broken car in some places, then it does not help to have even extra toe in on the front from one tire, or yeah. It's hard to carry speed around the outside. Let's see if I did something cheeky or dirty here. Then nah, Kevin. Nah. I mean, okay. Fair enough, he let me through again, so... all good. Actually, that was kind of good for me, because he kind of had to back out of it. Like, to keep the sportsmanship. And then he did not have any chance again. I need to check our crash. Yeah, okay, let's see. Was here. Yeah, I'm gonna check the start as well. Right, so here Niklas turns in way too late, gets... That's like, how... Let me find the words. There is something with this tire model that sometimes when these big snaps happen, it just at some point instantly, at some crazy input, just instantly corrects it, and then you're just suddenly going straight. Something unnatural is going on there. I don't know what, but like okay, he loses it because of, yeah, a bit of dirty air, but also like curb and aggressive entry and just Porsche things. But the way that the car just suddenly, look at that, like, you see that, like, he steers in. And the car is catched. Something is not clicking with me there, with the tires. Yeah, like, I mean, you accelerate, you stop sliding, that's kind of a front-wheel drive thing, right? But is that really, is that a GT3 thing? I don't know. Anyway, they keep going. And then Kevin sends it. Yeah, that's, I mean, that feels natural, like, that you see that in real life, like, a bit of touch, you try to call it and then it snaps. But sometimes it does not do that, sometimes it just suddenly corrects. I don't know why and when, but sometimes it's like that. I mean, I just rammed him, right? I don't know. I don't know what was... Like, at this point I was like, okay, he's spinning to the right. Probably in, like, maybe in iRacing he would just go straight off there into the outside because the tire grip disappears, but here... Nah, he just gently spun and I just rammed him into the front, so that's... Yeah, I mean, nothing else to be said. I fully misjudged it. Sorry, Kevin, for the damage. I was like, yes, freebie. And then instead of going right, or even more left, I went on throttle. Stupid me. Ah, anyway. It is what it is. Yeah, I had 3 choices: ram his front, middle, or rear. Now, I think I could have stopped the car if I wanted to. If I started braking here, I would avoid him. Not a problem. But I was still going on throttle here. I mean, wait, you cannot see the inputs. You can see them. You can see them now. Keep throttling it. Then I go on brake. And then I go off brake, back on throttle. I was like, yes, there is a gap on the left. And then I'm like, uh-oh. Like, from this little movement, suddenly I realized, nope. Unbelievable. Well, gonna be better next time. Let's see the start. No, I'm happy with the start, at least. Start was good. I made some very good decisions here. Like, watching F1 races, I get the idea that usually they kind of get crammed on the apex, and then people around the outside get fresh air and make moves, but now and then somebody misjudges it and just understeers straight off. Unfortunately, we will have to reload the replay, which I will do very soon. Just let me see the rank. Plus 1.4. That's fine. Actually, let me just check the previous two. I gained both. Nice. So in the first Le Mans, I gained half. In the second Le Mans, I gained... Nah, wrong click. Ah, come on, where are you? Profile. Event history. Rank breakdown. Skip. I got same for both. Okay. Now I want to analyze that lap 1 because that's kind of important to understand the track. Oof. Well, actually, now thinking of it, I think I would have been P4 either way. I would just be stuck behind Niklas. I would probably maybe get a chance or two to do like a crazy dive bomb into turn 1. Or maybe not. Because Porsche just pulls like crazy on the exit of last corner. Maybe. Round 4 is Sebring, right? If it's gonna be a very hot Sebring, then I'm looking forward to the tire performance. Right, so on the inside people get 3 wide and all messed up ahead. I just take the banking and then they are all defending, so I brake late around the outside. It is lagging. What is this lagging? So weird. And then I'm on the inside for the next corner, all is good. Who was that? Niklas lifts, lets me go. But then mess happens ahead, so he keeps the nose in. Goes into the gravel. Here I'm like, okay, that's great, P5, but probably a dive bomb coming, right? And indeed, dive comes. But ahead as well. Ow. This was like 50-50, either we crash or we don't. Usually the car in the middle is screwed, but I was just ahead enough that it was good. What is this Ferrari doing? Bonk. Well, we were 3 wide, I couldn't go more to the left. I mean, from his POV, fair enough, but nah. At this point he went straight. And that was it, right? Yeah. Sena Love, can you show what? Hi MX. Well, I'm doing fine. Like, it was good racing. I'm just a bit. I mean, this is a very mentally challenging. Like these races, it's not easy. Trying to hang on, do everything perfectly just to get a chance at podium, and then the crash happens. Video, I don't understand what you mean. Was I not showing? I was showing, unless I have a problem in OBS. I mean, I was on a different scene. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. For the chat and so on. I couldn't really respond much to the chat during this race. There is not much trades going. Ah, graphics. Of course. Right, so I have... yeah, this is on medium, although maybe low would be better. High is just for screenshots. And then... I mean, I don't know, this is important, visible vehicles, like 10, 12 is good. If you do 20, you're already pushing your luck. I've heard like these reflections can also destroy your frame rate. But I mean, if I get a new GPU at one point, if yeah, I mean, I guess I would just go ultra details here for even better graphics. But it would have to go together with an 1440p monitor because, well, with 1080p vertical, I'm not even gonna see the texture change or improvement. But yeah, anyway, that's it for the graphic settings. And that's it for my stream. Thank you again. Sorry for the bonk. Maybe I would be able to push for the podium. As the last thing, I can here just quickly check the standings. If anything has happened. Standings. Well, solid in P2. But yeah, it's broken still. Like Leiden does not have round 1 counted and so on. And I hope it gets fixed at some point. And Timothy is running away in his Lambo. Ah, it's Portimao for the last round. Is Portimao good for our car? Our dear Lexus? I think it should be. Let's hope it is. The understeer out of last corner will be deadly. But we will, or Lexus will understeer or like overheat front left the least of all cars, so I might have a good chance there, which is nice. In before they put like a monsoon and then we are all screwed. I'm not sure, Timo. Yeah, okay, in the day, yeah, probably. I mean, the night makes the Lexus beyond hopeless. Quali was the most hopeless quali of my career, maybe. Anyway, as I said, thank you for watching. for commenting, for liking, for subbing. Much appreciated. And see you on Saturday with Spa F1 1967. I'll be going 300 plus in the small graveyard machine, and it's gonna be probably wet, so it's gonna be even crazier, and it will be actually multi-class F1 and F2 on the same track at the same time. Looking forward to that race on Saturday. Other than that, see you. Bye. Bye.